Hello, hello. I have something special to share with you guys, so I hope you're excited and you're on with me and that you are interested in seeing what's going to be a super deal for you. And I want to share with you one stroke painting, and I'm going to paint a wreath for you tonight, and I'm going to at the same time be sharing the special, and it's only till 11:59 tonight. Okay, so the code you put in to get 25% off is right here. The first month of January, the 6th is when it started, and it ends in the 26th. So 10/62/6. So think about that. All right. It's the first month, the sixth day when this sale started on the 26th. And that's the code you put in when you're checking out. And it's only good. I just came on tonight because it's only good till 11:59 on the 8th, and that's today. Okay. So if you're watching this later, it might not be any good for you, but 25% off. So I want to show you some fun things as we're painting on this canvas that we're going to do a wreath. Hi, my friends. And I'm hoping we get some people too that know nothing about one stroke painting and we might inspire them. Hi, guys. Oh, my. We are so lucky. We got 3 times in a row. Oh, well, I came on again because this sells 25% off of my website, and the website's onestroke.com, and it's only good till a little bit longer. So it's about 8 now. So 9, 10, 11, 19, about 3.5 hours. So you have to make a decision quick and jump on it. Okay. So let's start painting. And I just want to share some more fun with you. And so even if you're not buying it right now, I want you to go check out YouTube and what you get to subscribe. So I need more subscribers. It's really important. I'm trying to hit that 175,000 on the way to 200,000 viewers that are subscribed. And that means I just have more opportunity to share one stroke with you guys. Thank you. I'll be camping with you on the 19th. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, that's great. So I want you to know we got things coming up too all around the country. I'm going to be in North Carolina in April, and all this is on winstor.com. And look for special events or look for many events, and it will take you to where you can put a deposit down, and we can be together for 3.5 days. So we are excited, and we're going to be in Albemarle, North Carolina in April, and Latham, New York in May. All right, those are the two. And then Carthage, Tennessee is in the fall in September, and Florida, right here in Florida, on the in December. All right, so let me show you what we're going to do today. I got a whole case of black canvases. So as soon as I paint one of these, because it pops so well, they just go flying out. So I just want you to see what we're going to do. Okay. I'm going to show you that we're going to do a wreath. And so there's the black canvas. It's kind of matte looking. All right. But it is black. All right. So I'm going to do a fun wreath. But what I want to show you first is I'm going to come around. I kind of put, 5 tight fingers. Okay. And 4 up here. All right. So, right there. And 4 down here. Tight. Okay, and so this is just going to give you can see it because it's on black. All right, hello, guys. All right, so then I'm going to show you, I have all these stencils that are kind of fun to show you that I've created that like all kinds of birds. This is called Bird Variety. We just got them back in stock. And this is all over wreath. So look, this is the all over wreath. There we go. All right. And so it fits a 12 by 12 perfect and 12 by 12 pillows. And I put it on shirts and all too. But I want you to see, it's got all these different leaves. Now, this is your go-to if you are new and you're out there saying to me all the time, which way do I put a leaf next? And I just don't know where to place my leaves. We even have eucalyptus on here, fern. Now, see, some of these I just stenciled and some of them I hand painted after I stenciled. But I want you to see that I use different greens, and I wanted this bigger. And we got some IKEA pillow forms, no, pillow zipper pillow covers for convention a couple of years ago when I came out with a stencil. And what we did is that we moved it around. All right, so you don't have to just put it down and do it that way, but you can move it around like this. And so I did spring. All these insects are on here too. So there's spring. Then we put ornament balls inside of it. And then we did spread it a little bit more and put a pumpkin inside. And during the fall, I changed all these to reds and burgundies and golds. All right. So this is a go-to for anybody who's like saying, where do I put little leaves, big leaves, and more? So see, there's your butterfly, your dragonfly, and little bumblebees here. And you can flip it so you have them going both ways. All right. So I'm going to put that one down. But then this is one that I did, I think, last month. And look at this. Maybe it was the beginning, maybe it was just a couple weeks ago. But what I wanted to show you on the bird sizzle's awesome. Thank you. And I even have little lake birds and seagulls right there. All right. So this is lavenders, a little bit of yellow and some teal. And these bottles are another stencil. It's got like 6 different bottles, mason jars, perfume bottles, and vases. All right. So I did some metallic in the back. This was a really quick, like 20-minute boom. It was done. All right. So I just put that on my wall because I thought it was fun and more. So let's start out here. So I wanted to take the A to Z flowers, and the last one I just did was blues, lots of blues and purples. So I'm going to do pinks tonight. How's that sound? And I'm going to use the flowers from the A to Z One Stone Floral Painting Kit. You get 50 beginner lessons and 50 teaching guides. So look at, these are some of the ones I'm going to use. All right, the ranunculus, we're going to do pinks, pretty pinks, and then maybe some hollyhocks in there and some hanging fuchsia. So these you practice on the back with me with a free video, and they're like tutorials, so they're 15 to 20 minutes, and you practice on here with the brushes that come in the kit. You get 5 beautiful brushes, and this, after you paint and wipe it off, you're going to flip it over. These are my actual size strokes. So everybody at the paint company says it's like having you in a box when it shows up. Okay. Having Donna in a box. So you practice the back and then you flip it over and paint on the other side. All right. And try that. And then you're ready. You're ready. So let's get going. I'm going to use this stencil, and let me show you really quick. And I promise you, I'm going to do strokes next. Okay. And here it is. This design, I made it for a 12 or 11 by 14, a 12 by 12 canvas, or 11 by 14 design. And this is how I used it. This is 11 by 14. So I ombre'd with a sponge going up, my painter sponges. Okay. I ombre'd going up. And then this one's new. And then I put white. So just imagine this without the rose. You can do just this background. It's distress. It's called vintage background. These are thistles that are on the stencil, and there's the writing. You have a stamp and a butterfly on my stencil. And here it is on black. So I distressed the background, took the gold off. So it's all black first, took the gold up, and then laid it here and did some foggy looking white over it. And so ignore the flowers and just see there's a thistles you get, there's a stamp, a butterfly, and writings. Okay. So then the whole deal is you pick out any flower you want to put, geraniums, roses, and more, and put those on top of your design. So it's a different background than most people. Most people aren't going to have the same look that you have, just to let you know. All right. So this is what we're using. This is already pre-base coated. Okay. And that is just something you would find. And this was Michael's. I bought a package of them. All right. So today I'm going to use some metallics. Folk Art Multi-Surface goes on glass, metal, ceramic. And this is, see the sheen on it is a little satiny. Now you put a heavy coat of paint on your brush and you just paint, and let me tell you, it stays really good. And I tell people when you give it as a gift, just say hand painted, hand washed. All right. And that really helps you there. So then it's got a sealer in it. So it stays on multiple surfaces, indoors and outdoors. Okay. Um, so there you go. So the metallic really looks good on here. So I'm going to come in here first, and if I wash these better, I could see through and see where the pencil is. But we're gonna still stencil it and see what it looks like. Okay. So I'm gonna pick up. This is a teal metallic, a teal color, right on my website, onestroke.com. You can see. Let's see, we're going to go left and right. And I want you to see that you're going to lift it to see if it's going to show. All right. So I'm going to come up here, get paint. All right. So get the paint, go to your paper towel and wipe it off. All right. And then that will go for a long time. I'm going to just put this in the bottom kind of. Oh, or look at this. You can kind of go like this. You can just do a little bit here and there. All right. And then we can line this up. You line this right back up with that underneath area. Okay. And we're just going to come in here and get a little bit of a background. All right. You want some faded and some more intense. Okay. And this is a really nice set of the stencil brush. I like these big fancy brushes, but the thing is, you got to wash them out, and if you're doing multiple colors, you can't use it right away. And so there's like different sizes, and it's got a little bit of an arch on it. And look for the gray, light gray handle. Okay, so now I can come right in here, and I love putting thistles. So maybe do I do all the background that way? Let me show you. This is a double loader, and this helps you be able, if you're having learning one stroke and you want to save your paints and you don't want to mess up and get muddy, then this I'm going to show you is where we paint with this double loader. And the thing that I love about it is I made a lid to go with it, and you can dampen this, put it in here, pop this on, pop this on where these notches are, and this paint will go weeks in here without drying up, so you can come back and watch it. I'm happy to catch you live. Thank you. I want it all. Have a wonderful weekend. Okay, so what I want you to see is that this real quick, I'm gonna get ready and keep painting. You go to onestroke.com. The reason I'm rushed and want to get on here and show you some things is that this sale tonight ends. It started on the 6th and it ends tonight at 11:59. So if you want to get 25% off the one thing that you really like that you're watching me with today, it's important. The best selling product I have for One Stroke is my double loader. The second best thing that's selling right now, because I helped pull orders today, is my A to Z kit. And so I just want you to see A to Z kit comes with a box, comes with 50 beginner painting reusable teaching guides, and it comes with all the paint, these 5 amazing brushes that go inside here, and more. So I want you to see you get full bottles, 10 full bottles, all the paints that you need, and floating medium. Okay, so there's the floating medium, and everything you need but a surface. All right. And just think about it. You're going to get the video and you don't have to download it. It's right on YouTube, and you're going to be able to watch when you purchase this, all 50 lessons. I'm going to use the double loader each time. I'm going to double load with you. And so you get, by the time you go through 50 of these, guess what? Love my double loader and love my A to Z kit. Yay. So I want you to see, this is what you do. There's 2 things that I really like to share with you. Besides, if you want to find out where I am this year and you want to go paint with me, get a deposit down so that you can get there. We have so much fun. All right. And we are together every day for 3 days. onestroke.com. And you get the 25% off. You're going to put this code in. It's January 0626. So it's 10626. And you punch that in at the end when you're ready to purchase it. And you guys spend $50, and it's good till tonight. You only have like 2.5 hours because today's the 8th. All right. And I just thought I'm coming on one more time. I really need more people to subscribe. Subscribing's free. And then I want you to ring the bell so you know when I'm on. And I want you to think about what you would really love if you ever thought, I want to learn how to paint, but I never thought I could. This is a perfect kit for you. All right. It's A to Z. So, how you find it is you go onestroke.com, go to the search bar, and put AZ kit. That's all you have to put. And the paint company was sold out of them. We've got about 20 left before the new ones are being boxed and made. So we've got them in stock, ready to go out. So this can be a great New Year's resolution for you as learning a skill. You can sell your wares. You can become a teacher. Just by the time you do 50 of these flowers that you're going to learn, you can go show people how to do them just like that. All right. So think about that. I did a 3 hour how to do parties last night and how to paint the projects that I sell. EDU, it's education. So that's to do painting parties and more. So I want some thistles there, but if I wipe this side off, let me see. Where's my paper towels? I want you to see you can flip this. All right, I'm booby trapped here. All right, so I'm going to come in here and I'm going to wipe this off so that I can flip it. All right, see how pretty the metallic shows up? Now, this is metallic teal, but it's not showing up very well. So I can flip some of these and have them hanging down this way. This is the treasure gold. All right, so look, I drew a wreath. You're gonna be surprised what this turns out to be. This is gonna be a pink wreath. I did purples on the 6th, I guess. So you can go watch that wreath. All right. So anyway, we're going to put some of that there. We're going to put a few words. You want the words to look like they are right here. I'm going to use, this is metallic too. Until I breathe. Let's see if that's going to look good. I want you to hold it with one hand and lift it. Oops. So see, I got too much paint there. So wipe it off. Come in here. You're going to go left and right. I love you. We want that to show. This is a perfect for Valentine's coming up too. Next time, I love you. Next time you wonder, I love you, just know that my love lasts an eternity. Okay, so look, you can read some of those words or you can put a timestamp on here. And so this is pink. I usually do all the background one color, like all gold or whatever, but I'm just throwing some in here. Now you're going to have a muddy mess if you don't wipe it off on the side over here. Okay. The purple and pink wreath was so gorgeous once. Wasn't pink, it was blue and purple. Okay. So see, pink, gold. All right, and this one is teal, but to me it looks light blue. All right, so this is the vintage stencil, and we could throw a bird in there or whatever later if we want to. And oh, here's one. This is one of my favorite also stencils. Is it comes with this is done in 2 stencil steps. So you stencil on, we fill in the yellow, and then lay it back on. And look how perfect my little legs are. And look, we put a bee inside here. And we have words, be kind, be grateful. And this is called cherry blossom stencil. Okay. So you have 4 different kinds of bees on this stencil. All right. So I'm telling you everything I can think you might want really quick before the night gets up and you miss out on this special. Okay. So one of the brushes that you're going to use in the 5 brushes is an angle brush. And you know what the angle brush does for you? It's really awesome because it's going to take and give you, pick up, see, I'm going to split the brush and then go in here and work it in and then grab some medium and work it in. All right. And I'm not usually this fast, but I want you to see what I'm going to pick up some blue. Look at this. This is Prussian blue. All right, so we're going to come out here. We're going to do citrus and Prussian. All right. Now this will get you a little vine around here. All right, so I'm doing some Prussian with some citrus. All right, so now this is the vine that we're going to paint our flowers into. Can you see that? Thank you. I'm glad you love the stencil. The stencils that I create are made to just add to your painting so that there's a different kind of background. It's in a quick way to paint a bird, and butterflies get the both points on the butterfly. Um, those are not in stock right this minute. We've had a crazy holiday season, so we're waiting for new ones to come in. I did have two different ones. One has dragonflies and butterflies, and one has all kinds of regular, oh, I forget what they're called, swallowtail. Okay. So now that's, see how nice that pops? And using the metallics, you can just go on there under metallics. And like somebody, I packed their order today, they got treasure golds. I think it's 4 ounce or 8 ounce treasure golds. You can see we have 2 ounce too, but there's 14 colors. And I think we only had 5 or 6 colors in stock. But you need, and it's the our paint and our mediums are all water soluble, so they're, if you can't have smell, they're user friendly. You're going to love that. Okay, so this is going to be a round wreath. We might put some of the backgrounds a little, oh, look, I got gold in here. I'll splatter at the end some gold, so any little imperfections will be fine. So these 16 by 20 canvases are right at Michael's, and you get a whole pack of them for $12.99. So I love it. This is going to be beautiful. Well, thank you. I like it when you have confidence, right? All right, so let's see. We're going to do a couple of, oh, this is kind of busy to put all these, but maybe I'll just do a couple of these big, pretty ranunculus, okay? And which will be like a pretty rose. All right, so what we're gonna do, we can put, this is a metallic too, but I'm gonna use that for the background. Now what we're gonna do is wet on wet. Okay, so this is metallic, but I'm gonna go on top of it with, this is 3/4 inch flat brush. I'm gonna go on top of it with the white and magenta. All right, I want, for a design thing is we want three. All right. Usually not two, but you'll see me do two sometimes, and I go, how'd that happen? All right. So I want you to see, this is how we use this double loader. Your double loader, your value pack brushes, your most used brushes. That's the other thing on my website. If you go and do A to Z kit, and the other thing you want to look for is you want to look for bundles. So bundles give you all kinds of options of things that I use on the shopping on right on my YouTube channel. I also want you to know if it's a super sale, you don't get a sale on double discounts. You get to pick one discount. So people that join my membership on YouTube, they all the time, no matter how much money they spend, get 20% off. But so I'm giving you 25, so it's something special. So they would choose not to do that code, which is going to be on YouTube under the membership. They would choose this code and this time because they get 5% more. So this is 10626. That's the code to get 25% off. All right. The other thing that you'll see is the most used brushes. All right. So I got angle brushes and my value pack 10 brushes. So take 25% off these. You're getting less than $2 a brush. Okay. So those are some of the things I really love to share with you. And the other bestseller was one stroke painting. We use tons of white because we take dark and we make everything lighter. And we use floating medium instead of water. So these two are super discounted for a great price for you. And That's on there too under bundles. Okay, so let's go here. Now I'm going to pick up magenta and white. So have I convinced you there's something out there that you want to go try? So take even just this one kit. A lot of people just bought the one kit or they bought the bundle of tools because we want you to have tools that are going to save your brushes and save your paint and help you have success. All right. So you're one stroke away from becoming an artist. So think about that. And I want you to see that the ranunculus is a little different. I'm going to do this rose is in the A to Z also. So let me show you. We're going to come around. All right. I'm going to keep coming here. We pick up paint, work it here. I need a little bit of medium. So see what I do? I just get a little bit of medium. Now, when you pick up this brush, practicing for 1 hour will blow your mind that you were able to do this. You just watch me on your video and we do it together. You can stop it, freeze it, and do it again. All right. Now, that glare from the light, I want you to see. I'm hoping you like what it's going to turn out. I'm just picking up white now, just dip white. And let me show you what happens here. I want this rose to come right up here. Okay. Let's come up here and let's make a U. All right. Let's pick up some more white and we can make a little bit bigger U. And I've got that metallic in the back, which helps it show up more, but I'm really just using the multi-surface magenta and white now. But I put it on, like if I'm doing denim or any other kind of fabric, t-shirts or sweatshirts, I put the base coat in here first. And then the first layer around this outside edge is the hardest on fabric. But as soon as you get that layer, outside layer, then you can just paint it really quick and easy. All right. So I am going to pick up more magenta and more white. Okay, now let's look at this ranunculus. All right, I'm going to make this another large one. But look at this. We're going to come around and we're going to just keep going around and around. Okay, and we want little chisel edge, little strokes all the way around. And listen, let me get my angle brush because that's going to help show it better. The angle brush does all kinds of things. If you're not super skilled, you're going to look really good when you do this because it has that little point, which is the toe. Now, look what happens when you go around with that. Okay, we're going to go right around here. And a ranunculus has those really tight, we just use that in a couple of my grandchildren's weddings, and they were so beautiful. And the more they opened up, the more beautiful they are. All right, so then I can just tap in the middle. All right. Now, a couple different kinds of roses. And I just want you to see when we're coming around here, you can just look at the outside edge of this, but that's not big enough. So I'm going to go back to my 3/4 and watch this. 1, 2, 3. And you're going to look at the outside edge. If you don't like a stroke, you just pick up more paint and go back over it. All right. Now, how many people like roses? All of my platforms in February, from YouTube to Facebook to Patreon, we're doing roses all month. A different kind of rose each time, showing you how and going slow, making sure that so many people say, roses are my easiest. They're easiest when they started learning. But so many people still say, oh my goodness, I want my rose to look like your rose. So we're going to focus on that all of February. So be watching. All right. So what do y'all think? It was my first practice flower this AM. but mine didn't look as good as yours. Well, I'm Donna Dewberry. So I've been painting them for a while. I could tell you I've probably done a million or more roses in my life. And the funny thing is, when I first started painting, I thought roses were for old ladies and like my grandmother and my mom, and I didn't want roses in my house at all. And I am known for my roses all over the industry now, which I think is so funny. But I do love roses now. And we can make a rose that people will say, they don't say, "What kind of flower is that?" They say, "I like that rose. Can you do a dewdrop on it?" I'm like, "I'll work on that." Okay. So look, wet on wet. And we're doing all these little strokes. And please don't miss out on the 25% off sale. You got to spend $50 or more to get that 25% sale. And it's for you guys ought to grab something that you really wanted. Some people today grabbed um, 25 of the most used Donna Dewberry colors. They were getting, a lot of people got the double loader and the bundle paint and those two colors, white and floating medium. And everybody got brushes, but I want you to see there's all kinds of offerings of brushes. My brushes, you can't do one stroke painting with a wimpy craft brush. You have to have a brush that springs. I mean, if you're out there, what we say, if they say, "I can't make that work for me," we say, "Are you using my brushes?" Because my brushes are made different. Mine spring different than other brushes do. I want you to see that that's important in the learning process, and if you come in there just using a craft brush, you're not going to get the same success. All right. So we gave you in this kit, I think it's like in the $64 range. And then you take 25% off that. And it gives you five quality brushes. And it gives you, there's no way to get these brushes without this kit. And it gives you the 10 bottles of paint, the floating medium, 50 reusable teaching guides, and you paint on them, wipe them off with a wet paper towel, and paint again, or baby wipes, one of the two. And you practice these strokes with me until, and I'm right there on the video with you. You can do. People have been making their New Year's desire to spend by March to do all 50 flowers in there. And by the time you do that, I promise you, you can paint something you never thought you could. All right. So let's do another. We need like three up here. Now see how the color of that the writing and all is making it go together. Donna, we've been watching you paint for many years. Thank you. I'm coming to North Carolina. Come see us, Kathy. We really get limited in California, so we only take enough that will fit into that room, and it's a small hotel room, like a Hampton Inn meeting space. But you know what? We have gone there eight and a half times, 8 years, 9 times. So one year we went, where's my white? One year we went twice in the same year because we always fill up. It was so nice. All right. So come be with us. And we have a meet and greet the night before in the lobby. So you get to know a bunch of people before we start the next day. There's lots of wonderful people that will help you do your strokes along with me. And we're real close and personal. All right. So, look, I can come around here and watch this. I'm going to pick up a little bit. Now, see how easy this is? And you don't have to do a fancy stroke to make this ranunculus. I finally learned how to say that when I was doing these videos for this, and I felt better when there was one of the young men there that does all my filming, and him and I both worked on. He's very educated, but we were trying to figure out how do I say that, It's like chrysanthemums. I always had a problem with that. All right, so look what happens. See, they're all roses, different. There's 4 different roses in this kit. All right, 4 different roses. And you have everything in this great box except the surface. You get the videos for free when you get this kit. You get the brushes, the paints, the floating medium, and the box. Make it a brush storage box. All right. So now I'm going to put some good leaves in here. All right. So I'm just going to pick up another brush right here. Now, how many of you have always wanted to learn how to paint? How many of you love roses? You can't paint them, but can't paint them. Yes, you can, sweetie. I'm telling you, you're going to be with me all month next month, and we are going to make it happen, right? So now I want you to see this. I want you to see that I'm going to pick up 3 or 4 colors. This is called multi-loading your brush. Okay. So I don't know how well this is going to show up on this black. So it shows. There we go. All right. So we're going to come right here. We're going to go way out here. And we're going to stand up and do, let me get a little citrus. Let's come right there. And we stand up and you pull a stem inside of it. Okay, so now look at what's going to happen here. All right. Hello. I packed an order for you today. Do you believe that? Or I pulled an order for you. I was in there just waiting around for my husband, and I told Amanda, hey, give me some orders to pull. It's fun because I get to see your names, see where you live, and get your order ready for you at the same time. All right, now see how that pops? Now, I want you to see that I'm using, look at this. You're going to double load right here. You split the brush. You come over here, you work it in. You get, let's see, let's add a little bit of white or a little bit of citrus. All right, so look what happens here. All right, this is a really cool brush. I like this brush a lot. It's a 16. So look, we're going to go 1. Let me show you what you should do. All right, we're going to come here and we're going to do 1, 2, 3. All right, with the blues, look how pretty that blue looks. All right, and we're going to come right in here. Let me get another brush. I just want to show you a couple of things I want you to be able to paint right away. All right, now you have 50 flowers. Even if you do 1 a week, try that. Or get really good at 2 a month or something, you got 50. All right, I'm promising you, and I'm telling you, I'm very faithful, but I'm promising you that if you practice 1 hour a week, even 1 hour a week, by the time you finish 25 to 50 of these, you're going to be painting one stroke and you're going to be liking what you're doing, because it happens if you just lose yourself in practicing. All right. So, dang it. What did I go get this one for? Oh, so I'm going to pick up the pink and some of the Prussian blue. Now, when they're not next to each other, you're going to go over and dip, like dip, and work it in. All right. Now I'm going to put a little bit of white on the pink corner. Oops. I put way more than a little bit. Okay. So look at what happens here. I'm going to now come in here and do the pink with the Prussian blue. And we can come in here and do some areas like that. Can you see it? To add that blue. Angle brush for your open roses. Oh, okay. You will really enjoy doing that. And you know what? We're going to do some of that, Brenda, next month. So just be looking, and we will do that with the angle brush. And there's 3 sizes of angle brushes. This is a time if you want to have those brushes that you get it when you're getting the 25% off. Okay. Get stuff that you really need right now while you've got this special. It's only on till 11:59 tonight. See how pretty that blue went in there? All right. Now this is one stroke and it's a chisel edge stroke. So you push and I call it a daisy stroke. But then I want to come right in here. Now I flip this brush on this. No, yes, I'm pulling the pink first, and over there I pulled the blue first. All right, so I want you to see what you can make happen just by this is one chisel stroke that you need to learn that one stroke, and then all you do is put it together. And I show you how to put all these petals together and make a flower. So by the time you learn all of these different strokes, you can go through your garden or look at some flowers and say, oh, that's that daisy stroke. Oh, that's that shell stroke, right? So see, I'm putting all that color in there, but look at this. We also have a scruffy brush. All right. And the scruffy brush, I'm going to take and pounce it. Throwing it. Wait a minute. Here, let me use the bigger one. All right. So we're going to take this brush and we're going to put, let's get Prussian with a little bit of teal. See that? All right. And then we're going to pick up a little bit of white. Okay. And so look, oops. I'm going to come right here. All right, we're going to put some depth in there. So I'm going to pick up some more and then grab a little bit of white. Okay. I want to keep some of those words in there. All right, and we're going to come right in here. All right, so see, we're working those colors. All right, and you can use this small brush with white. This is a 1/4 inch scruffy, and you kind of spread it out and tap, and I can come right in here and make some like baby's breath. I can put little stems on there. So y'all gotta tell me, are you liking it? All right. The colors are beautiful. Thank you. One stroke painting, you blend, shade, and highlight in each stroke. And I want you to realize every stroke you make, you're one stroke away from becoming an artist. All right. And if you're out there saying, I can't even draw stick figures, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. You don't have to be able to draw with one stroke to be able to paint one stroke. Just saying. Because we give you all the tools and all that you need. All right. That right there bothers me, but that's okay. We're going to come in here and put a little bit more. All right. And now let me show you what looks really good. I don't want to put those in the water yet, but I want you to see that I can come in here with citrus and thicket. Let's put blue so it all blends a little better, or turquoise. All right, now look what happens. I'm going to go right through here. Let's pick up some white right through here and here and make these green. All right. We're going to go right through here. You're going to need a little bit of blue and some white. Come on. All right, so we're going to come right here. And when this is wet, it even looks better. See, like if I did that right away, look, we push and we stand up, push. There we go. Okay, so we went around with the wisteria. And then we're going to come in here and put a few. I am throwing my brushes tonight. All right, one stroke painting, blending, shading, highlighting. And you go to onestroke.com to um, pick up some of your one stroke needs. But also, I want you to know that you can subscribe, and I have hundreds of lessons. It's free to subscribe on my channel, and there's hundreds of lessons for you to even binge on and try my strokes. I do simple strokes. It's called relax and paint strokes. It's not, they are simple, but it's called relax and paint. I just have to remember what my name is recently. All right. And then on Fridays, that's Wednesdays, and that's every week new. And you can go back and watch them way, way back when. And then practice strokes is every Friday. And if you are trying to learn my technique, I put all kinds of tips and tricks in the practice strokes. And you can just start with those and know how to use, like it say, how do I load my double loader? And they will take you right to that section. Okay. So what I'm on tonight sharing with people is it's a 25% off if you spend $50. And I have tons of people getting the A to Z kit. The most important things is that you have the paints, the brushes. We're all about tools, guys. And your double loader. Those are some things that are my best sellers that make people really happy. Now, if you think, oh, that leaf was not pretty, then I want you to see I can come right around and make the tips look really pretty with a curl. All right. And it makes you look more refined. Okay. But after you get really good at stroking the leaf, every stroke has a pretty tip. All right. So you can see this is splotched up in here. Hello, Leanne. I'm glad you like it. What time on Friday? What does that mean? What time on Friday? I am out of town on Friday, so I don't know, honey, what you're saying, what time on Friday. Uh, Rain here in Midwest Michigan. Please keep the snow north. I heard it's getting better all over the country, and we're in Florida, so we always have a little bit better. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in here and just do a few smaller leaves. I know I was going to do a chrysanthemum, but I think I have enough in here. So I want you to see that I can pick up white and magenta and some citrus maybe. Okay, see how pretty that color is? All right, so I can come right out here and get some pretty leaves in here. All right, so floating medium and okay, 2, 3. All right, you push down, you got to get the pressure, and then you lift to a point. All right, so another way I can show you to do that is let's get some pink and white. All right, let's come here. We're going to flip this brush and have the bright green on the outside. All right, so I'm going to pick this up. Uh, and put a little citrus. Okay, so we're going to come right there and stand it up. So one thing, watch this. People all the time do one side, and then they come right here and do the second side. And so that means that leaves a center in there. And look, I'm going to put a few other leaves in here. All right, 1, 2, and then pull this down. All right, so we've got pink, white. All right, and then we're going to come in here with a few extra strokes. All right, and I'm going to do citrus, pink, and more here. Look, I'm going to put a little guy here, but I just found a spot. Where was it? All right. Oh, right here. I'm going to come right in this area. I'm going to get some floating medium, pick up the 2 colors. I usually put the camera right on when we're picking up paint and we're loading. So you see how to make that happen. Okay, so let's come right here and we pull the stem up in there. Okay. All right. So if I'm looking at it, I was asking everybody the other day, the weather's supposed to turn wild and more snow this weekend. No. All right. So we'll be praying for you guys. All right. So look at this. We have right in here the blue and the citrus. Okay. So now what I want to use even a smaller brush. All right. So there's we want large, medium, and small. I can't get my head and turn flat. Maybe that's why I have trouble with it at times. You need to keep it. You need to be up on the chisel and then put pressure. All right. So watch. I'm gonna I'm going to really work your paint. Like most people don't put enough paint, so you really want to work it in there. I can put some medium in here, and I want you to see that you're going to put pressure and stand up, pressure and stand up. And then when you get that all done and you're standing up, you get those nice points, all right? And then I can put some of these in here. Okay. We'll put a couple of those around in between. Look at all the pretty colors I'm putting in there. All right, makes it really bright. Okay. Now I'm going to use, let's just get like an 8. All right. Now what happens? I can use these metallics. Let's see what happens with this teal. This is a teal, and this is going to leave a really pretty shiny. All right. And we can put some more in here. Okay. Put some little bits of blue. Teal. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Then we can have a few come around here. And then you chisel into those. All right. You like it? All right. See, I'm losing some of my writing and I'm losing that background. That was so cool. But the thing is, just listen to this really good. You let this totally dry and then you lay your stencil right back over it and stencil more things around it. All right. So some of this I'm telling you that I came back afterwards and I just came in and stenciled some more of the gold cherry blossoms in the background and added little bits of this and that in there. Okay. All right. And so see that I brought the teal around. And so look, this is an 8 or a 10. Oh, this is a 10. I wanted an 8 that's even smaller. Okay, so you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna get smaller. All right, so you want it kind of trailing. You can put a few of those in the middle here. I like to do them kind of shadow leaves, you know, and this could really use some out here. All right, see how that pulls it together? We got a couple out this way. Okay. Now I should have put more out here and left the center more showing of the stencils. But like I said, there's no wrong way when you're freehanding. But I'll get carried away with too many leaves. And then I go, dang, I know I got to go back. and put my stencil back in. Okay, so look at this. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then grab your stem, pull it in. And I really like to do some little ones that come out this way and they turn. See how they kind of roll around? I left the stamp in there. That was good. Okay. Now I have little spots everywhere. All right. So what's so funny about what if you go back and watch this again, what's so funny is all the pretty stenciling I did. Oh, the gold shows and this pink does and some of the writing. But now you can put some more writing. You can have some different thistles. See the little thistles in there? And sometimes those thistles are just white and that looks beautiful. Thank you. And so this is what I want to share with you. You're gonna, on the A to Z kit, you're going to get 50 different flowers. It's a floral painting for beginners. And I'm known for my flowers, but we do landscapes on my channel. We do landscapes and animals and birds and all kinds of fun things. And so you're going to practice on the guide, wipe it off, practice again. You practice and make sure you got the right color shading, and we're down to almost 9 o'clock, and you got to 11:59 or 49, somewhere in there, to pick out your 25% off on your specials. Okay. Now this is, well, like more fall colors. And so there's poppies and a dogwood and open wild roses and lilies. And there's so many different sunflowers and foxglove. One of the things I did, and I show this quite often, is I went to the office supply store and I put all of these, and I keep taking them out, so I gotta rebuild this. But I put them in this little notebook in the office supply area, and I want you to know then I can just flip through it and find which ones I want. All right, so that's just a perfect little way to do that, and then you can save your box right here. You can save your box, and people fill paintbrushes in there. So they paint it up and then they have a nice little brush carrier. And this is what I want you to see: onestroke.com, 25% off any $50 or more order. It started on the 6th, it ends tonight at like 11:45 or something, like 49, something like that. So by the before midnight tonight, so don't miss out and go check it out. Then this A to Z kit, it has 10 full bottles of paint, 2-ounce bottles, okay, and the floating mediums. So you have all that to practice with me. You get 50 lessons that I'm teaching you live, 50 reusable teaching guides, 5 brushes, and everything in a box comes to you. And all you have to do is find a surface. Or like I did, let me show you. I went to Dollar Tree and got these glasses. And so I have a New Year's resolution where I'm going to be working on keeping these handles pretty clean and see how long I can go with cleaning them, washing them as I use them. Tonight I didn't do that at all. But anyway, it shows you. And this, see, that's using um, fragment effects, sealer and binder, just to make it extra strong. But this paint has a sealer in it that does amazing for you, just to let you know. And oh, I know what this needs. It needs 2 things. All right, I can use some more metallics. Oops, there we go. I'm going to go right away when I'm done here and go wash them. All right, so let's get citrus. I like to sign with greens because I have so many greens in my paintings. All right, so I want you to see, though, I'm going to come like this and do curls. All right, and put those in there. And you can practice that. I show you. Just go look at the 2 script liner and how I teach you to practice to be able to do those. And that's on my practice strokes. And I show you each brush and what each brush, how you load each brush and what they're good for. But I want you to know I need your help. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up there. I need your help to help me break some records that we're working on to have more signups to follow me. It just by subscribing, it just tells you when I'm going to be on when you subscribe and remind you. Okay. And sometimes we need a reminder. Oh, Donna's on. I want to go paint, or I'm going to watch her and find out what I want to paint. So, how's that look so far? All right. Now, if I'm painting, I used to paint hearts, wreath hearts a lot with roses, with cabbage roses, and I sold them in all kinds of gift shops. And one thing I can tell you is I always would drop something on the t-shirt, or the handle of the brush would drop, something like that. And what I would do would be I then got, where's my toothbrush? And really, I went through this the other night. Where's my brush? All right, so I take a toothbrush. Really? I'm serious. Oh, here it is. All right, so I'm gonna come in here and decide um, what color I want to splatter. I usually splatter metallic. All right, so here's some gold. And gold does not, metallics don't get watery the same way because they're a gel. All right. But this is what you want to do. Now watch what I'm sharing with you because it'll go everywhere if you're not careful. Hey, Amani, thank you. All right. I want to take this brush and I'm going to pull it towards me. And so I'm going to go just like this. And everywhere I spilled some, or see that just didn't have enough left in there after I got through. It can be white. I did a lot of this for snow. Okay. And just if I do these really fast, because the canvas is inexpensive, if I do these really fast, I take these to the shows or I have art sales, and I average selling these for $55 each. Because you saw I was able to do it for less than an hour. All right. Actually, with all my talking, it was probably about 40 minutes. And so, and the canvas is not expensive. So look at that. Now, when that all dries, I promise you, you can go in and see it on my website, even I mean on my Facebook. Um, I didn't sign it. I'm going to add more stencil, but you won't be on. And I want you two things. I can tell if you've gone to my site and checked it out. Please do that. All right, and please subscribe. Neither one of those things cost you anything, so please try so that I can see that I didn't waste my time. Never, right? Waste my time trying to share with you, but I don't really mean that. I feel blessed. God's blessed me to be able to share my talents that He blessed me with. But you know what? We all, if we don't use our talents, my mom taught me years ago. It's like bearing your testimony about Christ. If you don't do that, you can lose your testimony. And especially when things get hard, things in life just knock you down. I'm telling you, um, I lost my daughter the day before her 23rd birthday. She was out at college and no cause of death on her autopsy. But I have to tell you, um, I've now lost a grandson in a car accident this year, and um, life's too short. And one thing that I can tell you that painting helped me through these hard times because for a little bit, I didn't think about my woes. I was just engrossed in creating, and it's better than drugs. I always tell you and tell everybody that my kids go, don't say that. And that doesn't make you look good. So anyway, I also didn't put, these are my stencils that I'm showing you. If you get a chance to go back and watch it, even if it's another day and you missed the 25% off sale, I want you, so that was this stencil. And I still have the butterfly that on here somewhere. And so sometimes I maybe put a metallic, teal one there and put some black accents. Actually, that's really cool. Let me see if I can do that really quick. I'm taking up all y'all's time. All right, so we're gonna do teal. I'm gonna try to put it right there because it's so blank. Okay, so let's see how this looks. This is a bad idea. You got to let it dry because I'm taking a chance to mess up a whole lot right here. All right, so I put some teal, see? But now I'm going to put some metallic on that teal. All right, so that's going to shine more. That other was just multi-surface. This is multi-surface, some kind of teal color, metallic teal. All right. So see, you can still see my writing, and I'm still probably will put some more pink writing around or even on the edges or something. But let me show you what happens now. We can take, maybe we can use an angle brush or not. All right. I need black. Sorry. You thought I was done, didn't you? Oh, I was going to show you. We give you a little um, step by step lesson inside the stencil for Easter. All right. And let me show you. So it's a 12 by 12, and it gives you all these borders in the 12 by 12. The step outs about how to do that. You tape this, you do the background ombre. There's another way you can use it. So there's, I've got 3 or 4 different ways. And that's the stencil that's on there too, but you also get the printout of how to do step by step and make that project. Uh, Happy New Year. Hello, hello. I lost my, I have had so much loss too. I lost my creativity, missed watching you paint. Well, come on and we'll grab it together, okay? I I have to tell you that it gets really tough when I have 7 children and 34 grandchildren, and your heart hurts when you see things happening and you can't do anything about it. It hurts for them. Hurts to see their brother pass away. It hurts to see your grandchild. It hurts to see the choices that they make in this world, which is tough these days. All right. But, I keep praying that they will feel Christ's love for them. All right. So, look, but a little bit of having that faith helps you because stress will kill you. Y'all know that too, right? The reason that black looks good in this is because the black background. So see, that's just the shape. My other butterflies have detail in them, but look, that's just that shape of that. And if you do something you don't like, you can come right in here and add some black in here. But the problem is this is a matte finish, the base coat. These are at Michael's. You can get us. I forget how many. I think there's 5 of them for 12.99, 4 or 5 of them for 12.99, 16 by 20s, and they're all pre-black, and I don't have to base coat them, and I can bring them online and share them with you guys. All right. So all of this in the background, see all the metallic, and the words are metallic. The leaves, the stencils I did underneath. All right. So that added something, you think? Okay. All right. I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for being on. And last deal, try to go use onestroke.com for 25% off. Today is 10/62/6. And this, you can screenshot this. You can come back and see it. I've used it at the beginning and I'm using it at the end so you can see. And just remember that's more pink with some teal. This is lavenders. Okay. And I did heart wreaths this week too. So if you get a chance, please go check it out. Please go look at my channel, the Donna Dewberry channel. And if you want to find out how to get a hold of me, there's other places, and it's about Donna right here on this channel. and it's all my Facebook, it's all the different locations that you can go, and our website. And so be thinking about starting something new for the new year, and challenge yourself, and do not beat yourself up, and enjoy the blessings that God gives us. Okay. Thank you for being on. I appreciate it. Help us subscribe, okay? And have your friends, if they like to paint, say, you got to go look at this painting this lady does. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good night, a good weekend coming up. Thank you.